Welcome to Times Sports Media Day for 2023, where today we're speaking with each of the 11 high school football programs in Hall County. This year's event is presented by Northeast Georgia Medical Center, sponsored by Jim Shorkey Auto Group, Jackson EMC, hosted by our friends here at Liberty Utilities, and a special thank you to Boot Barn Hall in downtown Gainesville. Now I'm joined by Riverside Preparatory Academy football coach Nick Garrett. Coach Garrett, let's just jump right into it. Talk about what's going on with your school and what you're looking forward to with this upcoming season.
Yeah, I appreciate the time and opportunity. Right now we got a very unique opportunity in time in the fall, now more than ever at our place, to bring in new kids from 26 different countries this Sunday, amongst local states as well. And then we're going to bring them all in. So we got Raider camps coming up, football camps coming up, and then new rocks coming in all at the same time. So we'll get our hands on them, start rolling right into football camp, drink out of a fire hose, absorb as much football as we possibly can amongst military training and other regimented trainings with these boys, and then play our first scrimmage game August 11th.
Talk a little bit about the logistics of getting them so close to football season. Do you have to learn all their names at one time and teach them football at the same time? How do you do that?
Sure. I think as a coach, you got to put your teacher hat on at times and your parent hat on. So one thing that we do master in my coaching era now, going on 18 years, is mastering relationships, getting hands on them right away, develop a rapport, get to know who they are, where they're from, what makes them tick, what makes them go. And on top of that, get them to work together as a group, see how much information they can retain and apply, and then have them navigate through all the nuances of a military boarding school. So it is unique. It is exciting. Does it have its challenges? Absolutely, but everywhere in the country has a challenge around this time.
Now, early, without knowing many of them yet, can you tell me some of the players that you're going to be working with this year and what you're looking forward to with them specifically?
Sure. We got a young man that came to us late from Memphis, Tennessee last year in Jalen Freeman. Came to us last 4 games, had right around 45 tackles, couple TFLs, couple interceptions. He also was a highly decorated state track champion. He is in the prime shape of his life, mentally and physically. He'll be a captain for us. We got a quarterback that transferred in locally, who's very dynamic. I think he can carry quite a bit on his shoulders, and he's an influential leader in Jolin Brown. And then we have Nathan Mwangi, is a returning starter from last year. Still had his first year of football, so went through the grit of that. Got into wrestling, really honed his craft, got himself in shape, and I think he's going to be a force up front on both sides. So those 3 guys, amongst all the other guys that are going to be peppered in, I think we're going to be pretty competitive.
Now, are some of the cadets you work with, the younger students, overwhelmed by the schedule and pace of all the activities they have to do during the day when they come to Riverside?
Sure. I like to think we operate like a small college. And any freshman going into college, you think they're ready, but that's a big transition because of time management amongst a regimented schedule. Same thing with these young men that are coming in, whether they're 6th graders to seniors. It's a lot to come in, to have your hair a certain way, to groom your face, to be responsible for making your bed in today's era, be accountable for your roommate amongst an entire company, and the gamut of different, military functions and nuances, like I said before. On top of that, your rigorous academic schedule, and then fitting in some football or sports time. So it's a lot, but again, I'm going to see these kids all throughout the day, all over the academic building, all over the physical education department. You're going to see me all the time, so I'm helping them navigate through those little issues they may run into as they socially transition into the military lifestyle.
Now, brag a little bit about the ability of your program and your coaching staff over the years to turn players out to the Division I level, Division II level. You've got a good track record of doing that. Talk a little bit about how that's worked.
Sure. So we had, right before this last group, our graduation, we had 24 active student athletes on scholarship at the next level. And mind you, I've only been here since 2017. Our last year group ended with 16. 4 of those guys are moving on, 2 Division I, 1 Division II, 1 Division III. So as of recent, we had a few guys just recently graduate. Harry Wook-Donkin was an All-State linebacker for us, graduated from Marist. Charles Denwobi just graduated from Air Force Academy. Alfred E.B. Bakwe, his first time playing football, he's from Nigeria, was at Riverside. He played, just played for a national championship on ESPN, majored in engineering, and I mean, the sky's the limit for him. An additional athlete that we had that didn't go football was the only young man that had the opportunity to say that had offers in 3 sports, and that's Isaac Teasley. He had an offer in basketball, track, and football. Just graduated from North Carolina, Asheville, where he was a varsity track star over there. So we've done a great job. If a young man comes and plays at Riverside and desires to play at the next level and follows our big 3, our formula, we will direct them through that journey and guarantee placement to the next level. It's been 100% ever since I've been there. And we also had the opportunity to help some local kids in Hall County and other states as well get an opportunity to the next level.
And now you also have one starting at Kansas State, too.
Yes, sir. Khalid Duke is starting at Kansas State. The NFL has inquired about him as of recent. He had a breakout game against Alabama, if you had the chance to see it. We also have another one in Cameron Shaw Dabney, who is the captain of the DB room. He'll be starting at corner for Northern Illinois.
And just a few days, do you feel like you have enough time to prepare for the opening night against Lumpkin County?
We're gonna bring our best. We'll see what that looks like again when we report Sunday. Those kids come in and we'll see how fast they can get acclimated in their helmets and to our coaching and our philosophy and what we do, and then get as ready as we possibly can with one scrimmage game, and then jump right into that group who's very well coached, and they got a lot of guys back from last year and they had a great year. And I'd rather get battle tested early with a team like that to determine what direction our program's going to go for the rest of the year, if that makes sense.
And talk a little bit about your local connections. You've been here for a number of years, and now your wife is also coaching at Cherokee Bluff High School. So what does that mean to have that stability in the community?
Well, I'll just first and foremost I'll say she's the best head coach I know, best head coach in our household. I mean, as much as she's traveled with me over the years and my college coaching journey and now high school journey, by far she is the rock in our household, and she's going to take over the Cherokee Bluff program. She's going to do phenomenal. They're going to win a lot of games. She knows what she's doing. She's passionate about what she's doing, and that community is already has gravitated to her philosophy and the direction she's going to take it. So really excited to see what she does with the season under her belt, and then it'll be her first head coaching stint.
All right. Thanks again to Coach Garrett for joining us today, and best of luck to Riverside Prep this coming season. And keep an eye out for our football preview edition, where Times staff writer David Friedlander will be speaking with each of the 11 schools in Hall County. Thank you, Coach Garrett.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.